Hello, you're back with Beatle, back on Heroes V Hordes. Today we're going to be going through Secret Cemetery number 5. So when I completed Dragon Forest 5, that was the hard one. I've gone through a few of these just by myself. It wasn't too tricky, but I have a feeling this one is going to be a bit more of a challenge. Currently using the Frost Wizard level 48, trying to get that level 50 plus 1 magical projectile, which I think will really help the Frost Wizard. But let's just jump straight into Secret Cemetery number 5 and see how we get on. I think the bosses are a lot harder in the final wave of each chapter, so this might be a challenge here. Then not quite all dying. Oh no, they actually are. I think if they get hit by 2 or more of the projectiles, they'll die. Let's get the poison darts here as soon as you can get the Evo upgrade for that, it really helps. Although what I also realised with these poison darts is that when it actually hits an enemy, they leave poison behind anyway. It's not just poisoning the one that it hits, if that actually makes sense. There is poison still left on the floor. And we might as well just get the evasion tome there actually whilst we've got it, just so we can get the Evo upgrade of the poison darts as and when. There is a magnet there. I might just save that for the time being. I'll just remember where it is, and once we've got a few more gems on the floor, I might head back that direction. That's a tricky one. We'll have to get the gauntlet, I think, there, although I think both would have been fine as upgrades. So no issues there. Just killed a few more enemies, and we'll get the gauntlet again, so I can't really complain at that. Let's just upgrade the gauntlet, so that is now doing the business for us. That'll be our main sort of damage dealer. Still got that magnet there waiting for us to need. Let's get the cooldown tome there. Haven't quite got the lightning yet, but I will try and get the lightning. But even if I don't, it's always handy upgrade to have the attack faster one, so I don't mind that. I'm just going to get the magnet there just to get this level up. What do we get? Nothing that I need. So we've just done a bit of a reshuffle there, and let's get the fire orbs. I think might regret that, but both were pretty good. I don't mind either of them, to be honest. The Dragon's Breath or the Fire Orbs, both pretty good as far as upgrades go. Again, they're all really good. Usually I struggle with the upgrades. We might as well just upgrade the weapons whilst we have them, to be honest. Just coming up to another level up. Again, really good upgrades. Oh, I want to try and get the poison darts, but whilst I've got the Fire Evo upgrade and the extra projectile, I feel like I probably should go for that. It's actually a bit easier than I thought it was going to be so far. Whether or not that's just because I've got quite lucky with the Ice Gauntlet upgrades, but I just remember trying to complete the Dragon Forest. I will get the poison darts there. Trying to do the Dragon's Forest, it was actually quite hard especially on the final stage. So maybe my character's just sort of upgraded quite well along the way. Not too sure, but I mean, I don't want to speak too early. We'll get the area of effect, and then just because that will affect all my the Ice Gauntlet and the Fire Orbs. If I can find the bomb again, I'll get that, but if not, it's not the end of the world, and we'll just clean up the last 2 enemies, possibly get a level up, though I'm not actually convinced there's that many orbs left on the floor, but although we are that close, we should get this level up pretty easily. There we do. And we'll get the bomb, just because we have the Evo upgrade ready for it, and that is the first wave cleared easy enough. Let's start wave 2. Yeah, so the wolves definitely have more HP than the little critters that were on the first wave, so this will be a bit tricky, but really it's not actually too hard so far, although they just do so much damage as and when they hit you. But they do drop health every now and again. You'll sort of see a little beaker of red fluid, which does get my health. I can't remember what upgrade I had that allowed that to happen, but it does come in handy every now and again. And we'll get the chain lightning there as our final weapon, as we do have the Evo upgrade, the attack faster, already in place. So I think I'm really happy with how our loadout is looking at the moment. Pretty much everything I would have wanted. And our first mini boss, and there's 2 on the screen. Oh my goodness, they're doing a bit of damage. And I am dead. We'll revive here. Alright, we've got another chance. I just sort of, I swear this is what can happen. You think it's really easy, sort of led into a false sense of security, and then you get 2 mini bosses running really fast at you, so that's just the way it is. I'll have to concentrate a bit more, not get so cocky, try and get this little glass upgrade, but it might not. I've just got it in time, perfect. Whether or not that'll actually do enough damage to kill these two, I'm not too sure. Just trying to avoid their attacks. I just want their upgrades. There we go, got one of them at least. The chest, I think that's projectiles. Not, I think it was projectiles, yeah. Last one, and we get chest from him as well, perfect. Let's get the damage tome, I think, as our final tome. So now it's just a case of upgrading the ones we've got. There's the bomb, and yeah, I'll just try and concentrate a bit more, I think, and that was the little health thing I mentioned earlier. But so far so good. We'll get the little coin rush. I think that actually just gives me more gold at the end of the wave. Not too. Let's get attack faster, I think, although I think all of them would have been pretty equal in terms of what they do. Wave 2 complete, I think it was, and we'll get the poison darts there, and we'll get the ice gauntlet there. Yeah, wave 2 complete, so we're on wave 3. There is a boss after wave 4, so on wave 5, and so we'll have to see how difficult he is. I presume it's still going to be that demon knight, who his attacks are relatively underwhelming from what I've seen so far, but I won't speak too soon. We'll see how it is. These ghosts have so much HP, and thankfully they don't move too quickly, and there isn't that many that you get overwhelmed, but you can definitely see how hard it can be if you didn't have a strong attack, and you sort of wait too long and too many appear on the screen, then you're sort of done for. But so far so good. Just trying to get this little dragon again from the ice, and we've got it just in time. Just in time for another boss, actually. Oh, mini boss, I should say. Hopefully we can try and do some damage with him whilst we've got it for the next 7 seconds. Move out the way of the dodge. I swear that actually hit me, but it didn't do any damage, so I'll take it and finish him off, and hopefully we'll get the chest, which we do. And I think it's extra projectiles, which again I won't complain at, and we'll just keep going. Next level up, let's get the ice gauntlet. I think that's the one doing most of our damage so far, so some extra damage on the ice gauntlet will certainly help. There's a lot more enemies now appearing on the screen, but I think I've just about got it under control. I don't want to be too cocky. I did that before, and we don't have that sort of lifeline of the revive anymore, so if we do die, that is game over, unfortunately. So we'll just have to make sure we stay focused and don't make any silly errors, because all it takes is sort of running into one of these enemies, and the amount of damage that they do, you're sort of dead within a few seconds anyway. But finally we get to finish them, and I realised once you get to finish them, I think you have the sort of ability, the sort of red around the fire wizard of the sort of punching glove, boxing glove thing, which makes you do more damage, which is why I think you kill them a lot quicker. Just going to save that little bomb. I think that kills everything on the screen, so you keep that. I didn't think I was that close enough to draw it in, but it is what it is. I was going to use that as a bit of a lifeline, but oh well, it's used up now. Let's get the poison darts here, so a couple more levels and I can hopefully get the Evo upgrade of that, if I'm lucky enough to keep finding that in the upgrades. Still going okay, not too much happening, to be honest. I am having to sort of keep moving away. I can't just stand still. They're sort of appearing faster than I can kill them. But it's nothing that I can't handle at the moment. I'd imagine this is going to be the last tricky stage, as this is the last sort of enemy waves that I'll need to kill before the end of this whole chapter. It's only the boss in the next wave, so they are probably going to make it quite tricky. And there is another mini boss, although somehow he's actually really nearly dead, so he must have been on the screen longer than I noticed. Hopefully he dies there just before I manage to hit him. I think that is the extra damage tome, which I'll certainly take, as that is something we can definitely do with us. We're not killing all the enemies in one hit just yet, at least with the ice gauntlet. Leveled up really quickly there. Let's get the chain lightning there. I think that was only level 2, or that was to get to level 2, so that was quite a low level, but we'll keep going. 20 seconds left before the end of this stage. It's not as tricky as I thought it was going to be, although saying that, I know I've died once, nearly dead now. Oh my goodness, maybe I take that back. It is actually a lot trickier. I do quite like it though. I quite like that it's not just you can stand still and kill the enemies, but I think that finish then came just in time where we do that extra damage. We might have got overwhelmed otherwise. We may also get a level up here. I know we're quite far away, but we were there was quite a lot of things left on the floor. We'll get the bomb here, or do we want the area tome? No, I'll get the bomb. I think it's worthwhile getting the bomb. We'll get the poison darts here. So hopefully, if we do manage to kill this boss, we will get the Evo weapon for that. And here we go, boss fight. Is he going to be as underwhelming as he was before? Possibly, but I just don't want to get hit by him because I imagine he's going to do a load of damage. So I'm just going to try and stay away from him. I'll let the lightning do the damage. His HP is definitely higher, so I just don't want to sort of get cocky, get close. Hopefully the lightning and some of my other weapons... Oh my god, he's ran right at me. Hopefully my other weapons will be able to do some damage to him, but not really doing any damage, although we've done a little bit. This lightning isn't doing what I thought it would be doing. He's going to swing his sword, he might get me here. I've evaded it. If there was ever a time to evade an attack, that was it, but he's still got so much HP. I guess we're doing okay. Just these enemies, I can't even run through them. He might get me here. I'm at a bad angle. No, just managed to dodge it. He's nearly half HP. Just try and dodge that next charge, just about. Might speed this along as I'm pretty much just running in a circle here, but hopefully you'll be able to see this technique I've got. Running around the edge of the map. There we go. Slowly recovering my health as well, just by doing this, which is good, and presumably the ones that I'm killing sort of slowly leveling me up as well. But I don't want to risk anything. This tactic seems to be working, as boring as it is, but I'll just keep speeding it along for you. And he's just managed to hit me there. That's a bad angle, but we'll carry on. There we go. He's just about dead. I don't know if I've spoken too soon there. Try and get out of the way. Just about dead. Probably could have done with a movement speed tone, to be honest here, but yeah, there we go. He is defeated and we get there in the end. That obviously was a lot harder than what, or I suppose it's what I was expecting it to be, that tricky. And there's a lot of upgrades here. We'll just keep getting the weapons that appear. We did manage to get the Venom Vial, a few lightning upgrades, and I think that was the attack speed or possibly damage. But there we go. Now it just is the coin rush. So we'll see how many we can get there. I'll just speed this beginning bit up for you. There we go, they're starting to close in. So I wonder what has done the most damage. I'd imagine the Venom Vial has the most DPS, as that always seems to do really well, but I will just check now to see what is going on with the damage. Venom Vial, yeah, most DPS and Ice Gauntlet most damage. That seems to be the way on every sort of ones that I do. The Venom Vial is always highest DPS with the Ice Gauntlet, just because you start off with it will have the most damage. The DPS, interestingly, because you get the Venom Vial so late, the DPS is always going to be higher, so it is a bit skewed. I'll explain that more in another video, but it's a bit of a point that I thought of before. Let's just double these rewards. There we go, just double those, and that is Secret Cemetery 5 completed. And now we move on to the Cloudy Heights. That's awesome image there, so props to the graphics designer there. But we will be moving on to Cloudy Heights in another video, or possibly it's time to continue with the Haunted Forest. We will see how we feel. But if you have got this far, that is much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful in how to complete Secret Cemetery. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Thank you.